So yeah, today we are going to discuss about another interesting topic, and that is about what is the difference between the think time and the pacing. So usually they both comes with almost a same or a similar amount of action. Say for example, they both create a delay. But what is the difference? What is the difference between the think time and the pacing? So we are going to discuss about that today. That what is the difference between the think time and the pacing, and we will also see what could happen if we do not understand the difference between the think time and the pacing. So firstly, let's start with the think time. So think time, as we all know, it refers to the delay the user, the real user, like us, who takes a delay, or who takes a interval between two actions. Say for example, like when you are filling a form, you just read through the document, you just read through the agreement, or you just read through the page and see what are all the forms you have, what are all the inputs you have, what are the text boxes you need to enter. So you just try to understand. So that is a delay. And then when you are filling form, like I told you, and then if you move your mouse across your screen, so you just make some delays. So you must as a user, so you are making some actions, right? So that is where we introduce the think time. And for example, in JMeter, we can use the constant timer, we can use the Gaussian random timer to introduce the delays in between the requests. So basically, the think time is something that happens in between the requests. So you have two requests. Say for example, you are navigating, I mean, you're navigating to the landing page, and before you enter your credentials, and before you click on sign in, you type your username, you type your password. So you try to find where the username text box is and where the password text box is, and then you type them. And before you click on sign in, there is a considerable amount of time, that is, there is a delay between your previous action and your next action. So that is where the think time comes in. And when it comes to the second part, that is the pacing. So pacing is actually the interval between the two iterations. It's not between two transactions, but it is between two iterations of a test script by the same virtual user. So it's again the same virtual user, it's not with a different virtual user. So you're running you're running your first iteration, and then you take a delay, and then you start your second iteration. So what you basically do using the pacing is you're trying to control the frequency of the user action. And why to do this controlling of the frequency is to simulate the real world traffic. So that is what you are going to achieve through your pacing. And just to tell you an example, so you are running a test, and then before you're running a test, and then you have several iterations. So before you start your next iteration, you introduce a delay, you introduce a pacing of 60 seconds, which is like basically 1 minute, or even you can introduce a pacing of like 30 seconds. You can introduce that, and then you are going to run your next iteration. So it is the delay between each iteration by the same user. So that is what the pacing is. And what the think time does and what the pacing does. So think time actually affect the user behavior within an iteration, and while the pacing impact the test's overall load. So that is what the think time and the pacing is going to do. So think time affects the user behavior within the iteration, but the pacing will impact the test's overall load. And if you get confused between think time and the pacing, you could I mean, your script could lead to incorrect load simulation. So you may not be able to give the actual loads. Instead, there will be incorrect load, and there will be unrealistic results. So please make sure you understand the difference between the think time, and you understand the difference between the pacing and the think time, and you know where to use what. So that is all about the video today, and we'll see much more. I mean, there are like much more questions coming in the comment section. Thank you so much for asking the questions. We'll see them in the upcoming videos, and thank you so much for watching this video. Take care and bye.